Correct. And my girls are just 6 and 5 now, so we can eat together at the table, where before they had their mini table, they were eating earlier, but now they're actually, we want to eat together, because it's that. We had Jason Roberts here as a chef. We did some cooking shows that we'll be releasing soon, some plant-based ones actually, but with protein alternatives. But talking to him about food, he's Italian. Is he Italian? No, I reckon he is. Didn't ask him, but let's say he is. And he was passionate. When you heard him talk, it was just sitting from him. When he started to talk about food and the environment that it creates, the good times, the memories, you could see that's to him what food's all about. Yeah. And that was the part that made me realise how important food is. And at Drake's, we have ingredients for every day.
Correct.
So everything that you get for whether you're at a restaurant, because the stuff that you're eating at the restaurant is pretty much come through the supermarket in some way or another. When you have all that food together and you combine it with alcohol, usually, not with everyone, but the memories that you get are from the how you're feeling at the time and how you're emotionally connected. And you're emotionally connected to the food. Yeah. And to everyone else. So he goes into it, and you can tell it's very passionate to him.
Yeah, and that's a good example where I spoke to Pete Evans a while ago.
Pete, the chef.
Paleo Pete. And exactly what you say. I mean, he makes a conscious effort that obviously cooking is a big part of his life, being a chef. I think he's still chefing. Yeah. But it's a family affair. It's with his wife and it's with his girls, and they cook together and they enjoy their food together, and it's all about being present. So spending time as a family, being present. They're not, one's cooking, one's on quickly trying to send an email while trying to talk to the daughter. It's being present and enjoying the time as a family.
Yeah, one of the best parts of my house is no phones at the table. Sounds like
cool, like
it sounds like, that doesn't everyone do that? No, like we've put into, or if we're all together, that's when we have to talk like humans. Yeah, and I love it. And to me, that's a real good time together. So for me, I'm pretty passionate about the food.
Did your girls object to that originally? Are they phone people?
No. Yeah, they are. We let them use the screens and whatnot. No problems. Because let's face it, that's technology. But in that environment, no. Mate, it's harder telling my wife, hey, babe, don't use the phone. Like, I'm taking a photo. And that's what Scarlett goes, I want to take photos. And she goes around, next minute, she's like on the phone. I'm like, hey. So, yeah, it was pretty interesting. We had with the ski trip, it's a father-son trip. Like, we go the fathers and sons, say we do a trip every couple of years as a way to bond with your dads. And I used to be the youngest son, now I'm the oldest son. And in that process, we went out with the guys, and you'd have to put your phones in the middle. First one to grab their phone has to pay for the meal. Worked great. But this year, they just let it go rampant. And at one stage, all the old guys were all on their phones while all the young guys were sitting there going, hey, guys, what are you...
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, very. Because we were making a point of not to be on our phones because this was a time to talk, yet they were all on their phones. Disgraceful. The boomers. Bloody boomers on their phones. Boomers sitting there on their phones. Oh, okay, boomer.
Do you reckon they're on Facebook or Insta? What are the kids playing with these days? TikTok?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok. My last TikTok, it blew up. My last one, I did
yesterday. Went viral? My last TikTok
I got 2,000 views. 2,000 views. I picked up 30 subscribers. Yep, I'm going to the moon with that one. Anyway, moving on. So you talked about the Blue Zone. We talked about food and eating well. Jason talks about eating the rainbow and... hashtag eat the rainbow. I'd never actually looked at it like that before, but he was right about the colours in your food. I'd never looked at it like that before, but it's something I've been pushing a bit, and with the kids, even with what you're serving up the kids to show them that. Yeah. Do you do anything? Do you do anything with your kids in regards to food wise, or
one? So Noah, my eldest, he's 3 in June, and Ayla, the youngest, she's like 6 months. So she just gurgles and farts and spews. So no, nothing with her.
Yeah, that's hard work.
But Noah's good. He's like I say, we say, do you want to sit at your table or do you want to sit at the big person table? And he sits up there and he eats with us and he eats what we eat. And we exactly what you've said. You create a thing for it, an event out of it every night, and we just try to make sure he we eat well, so he eats well, and that's probably just as important as well as the time together, making sure he eats clean.
Yeah, that's what I try the kids. It's a lot. It's almost impossible at a birthday party, but
yeah,
I'm a sauce addict, and like I have to sneak around the corner and have sauce, like, and then duck back to the table and pretend I haven't had any, or like I'm not having chips. No, Dad's eating healthy, and then when they're on the couch, I'm eating chips. It's terrible. I don't feel sorry for them because they're not the average kids, but yeah, I've told them that you need to keep trying new foods every time they come up.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I've said if you guys eat and show that you can eat the foods that we're eating, then maybe we can go to Vietnam. And they're like, yeah, okay, Dad, we want to go to Vietnam. Where is Vietnam? And you show them on the map, and they're like, oh, Formula One's in Vietnam this year, just saying so.
Just hypothetically, just around that time.
2021 could be a good opportunity for them. But anyway, they're showing off because they're eating, because I've put a bit of a challenge. If you can eat more different types of food, because we sort of succumb to what they want. Oh, she doesn't like this and she doesn't like that. Might not like this that month, but could like it the next month. So you just need to keep cycling around. It's a vicious cycle.
As children are.
So I've got to ask, what is whole life?
Yes, whole life. No, it's whole of life, WOL.
Yep.
So that was, I think, is the linkage back to the wealth advice industry. So back in the dark ages, people used to buy these life insurance policies that were called whole of life policies, WOL.
Yeah.
So that was how I kind of made the linkage back to the wealth business, was called whole of life coaching. And all that really is talking about that. You know, I sit down with people, individuals, and we go through their whole of life situation, and we just talk about goals and objectives, and we talk about roadblocks, we talk about fitness, we talk about business, we talk about health. So it's looking at their whole of life.
So it's the whole package.
Yeah, correct. It's not just sitting there going, I'm going to talk to you about your business, and that's what we're going to just focus on. It's talking about everything that feeds into their world.
Yeah, I found it quite interesting because it's really using the combination, which you're saying that you're doing anyway. So it was not WOD.
No, I didn't even think of it that way.
So that's why that's actually what I thought it was for.
No, but I'm going to use that.
Yeah, I thought it was quite clever.